Hello! And welcome back to Strategic Command World War II, War in the Pacific, Rise and Fall of an Empire. Which is a ridiculously long name. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to be continuing our Japanese run, which we'll go in and have a look at the status of things in a minute. I've only got about 90 minutes this evening, so or two YouTube videos, I suppose, is another length for it. So we'll get those done and dusted, and we'll see, hopefully, if we can't improve our current situation. Let's start with jumping into not there, loading up our game, and see where we got to. It'll be this one. So we're of course playing on veteran difficulty, which may or may not turn out to be a mistake given the difficulties we're having. But I think it's not as bad as it could be, which we'll talk about right now. So, just in case you've fallen asleep, where we are is also we've pushed down into northern China, but our little holding in Shanghai has been lost. That's a pretty disappointing outcome, and that's put us in a bit of a precarious situation. So what does that mean for us? Well, I was a little bit kind of, woe is me, everything's going terribly, terribly wrong, and, you know, to a certain extent it's true, but it's not as bad as perhaps I was making it out. And, well, why? Why do you say such silly things, Record? Well, let's have a look. So, that's it. Nowhere near where I wanted to go. Reports. So let's just start. Okay, on a land basis, so 62 versus 35. So they do outnumber us. Not quite 2 to 1. So that's not great. But one thing I want to look at was our losses, and especially look at the units that we have killed. So we have destroyed 56 units in total for a loss of 11, and of those 11, 5, maybe even 6 were in that Shanghai pocket. So vast majority of our losses. So yeah, we have killed a lot of stuff. So even though we're kind of at this disparity, maybe, you know, it could have been a lot worse if you had all total surviving units. Also, let's have a quick look at the graphics we like to look at. Not convoys, MPPs. So if we look at China, you can see that their total loss in units has been 11,526. Well, their income has been 8,500. So obviously this doesn't account for event units that have spawned, I don't believe. So yeah, you can see that they have massively lost much more units than they're getting income. And as I talk about all the time, the lovely red line, it has been above this green line quite a lot. And yeah, actually we hammered them last turn, or maybe 2 turns ago. Yeah, I think we had a quiet turn. So we've got to keep chipping away, thereby weakening them. It's also worth noting their income has dropped off quite handsomely. So they're now generating, I don't know, maybe 440 points a turn. So you look where we're sitting. Again, it's not great. We're also in a bit of a hole here. We're about 2,000 points down on what we've lost versus what we've collected. Again, a lot of that's going to be down to essentially the units lost in Shanghai. And our income is rising actually, and we're up to about 200. So we've got an income ratio of about 2 to 1. So kind of as long as we're, for starters, inflicting at least 2 to 1 ratio of casualties, that's going to be a good thing for us. Also, their units tend to be more expensive and ours bigger. So we're just on these kind of brigades. I can never remember these things. Hang on. We're on divisions, sorry, brigades of singular dudes, where they have corps or armies. So armies or army groups, there you go, armies, so which cost more, and therefore destroying them gives them a bigger cost. So it's not the end of the world, right? If we can keep chipping away at them, keep destroying units, keep the kind of disparity in losses going, there's a way back. What's the concern? Well, the biggest issue we have is actually our national morale being at 52%. That loss of Shanghai has really hurt us. Impacts our national morale, which impacts our unit morale. In fact, your morale is 8. Dear Lord. Yeah, you know, your morale is 26. You're 40. Everyone has terrible morale, and terrible morale means you fight quite badly. You're not too bad, and you're a little better. So one of the issues we make up against is that we actually just start taking much larger casualties because our morale's in the toilet. And there's not a lot we can do about that. So, great. That's kind of where we are. What are we going to do? Well, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to do a little element of retreating, which is never great. And the reason I say that is, so we've kind of got this position here, which supply is not great, right? Not terrible, but not great. So what we probably want to do is actually pull back further north, where we can get our HQ sitting on, you know, one of these towns, probably bumping up supply there, and pulling essentially China into an area which they're going to have pretty god-awful supply, thereby hopefully sending fight more in our direction. It will mean we're going to have to give up on the secondary supply, and of course, eventually we're going to have to push across this gap. And as the aggressor, we shouldn't really be giving up all this territory, but them's the breaks. So, in aid of that, I think I'm going to have to spend some time pulling back a scooch. Now, we may still inflict casualties on the way where it makes a lot of sense to do so. That's just 4-0 is great, and we'll probably find someone to finish them off. We'll bring you all the way over here, and you can rest and chill for a couple turns. I'm going to bring you into Hai Chau, just so they've got to spend essentially another turn taking it. And we'll start retreating you guys northwards as well. That's kind of hills and mountains. Right, we'll come over this way. They don't have any super fast units over here. So we are going to have to give up a little bit of territory, but it's going to hopefully massively improve our situation. We can maybe hold the front line just south of these two. Or if we don't like it, we can also put back to our main kind of supply line up here. But I think that is what's going to have to be the kind of plan for this neck of the woods, which, you know, kind of sucks. But hey ho. You can take this damage, so we'll get a kill there. Because if we don't, we're just going to get overrun from the back here. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be overrun from the back. We're still going to be fairly badly outnumbered, so we'll have to watch exactly how we're defending ourselves. I think we should make it okay. Let's pull you back to this. Where shall I have you? Yeah, pop you. See here, we might give them that tile as well, although it will allow an attack on that city, but that's not the end of the world. Here, I mean, what's supply like in this town? A 5. I really need another HQ around here, and again, these guys will probably have to maybe pull back a little bit and let them have that terrible supply line. I have 2 generals up here. I probably need 2 generals up here. But I would love a 3rd one down here. I also have these troops. I can march them down and bring them to fight. Forced marching is, you know, not great for morale, which is already a problem, but at the same time, we kind of need to get them in to bolster this front line. Here, it's going okay. Again, we can, I think, well, actually, where is the city? Is it here? No. Again, I think what we'll probably do is pull you back into sign in and seed them this side of the river again. Maybe even give them a couple of spots over the river so they can kind of come into it, and then we'll proceed to wail on them. At least that's the general plan. You, actually, I would like to kill you both. Okay, let's attack this guy. Okay, we can kill him off. Fantastic. And again, there's not actually that much of a threat over here. But they're going to come up with a lot of pressure from this direction in a moment. Let's pull you back to capital. I can only pull you north, which I might do in a moment. Okay, that's a good chunk of damage. You definitely need to just pull back for some R&R. Let's put you all the way back here. You are I can't hear you. I'll probably hold you where you are for at least one turn. Don't get anything else to attack you. Okay. Let's start to pull back. So along the road, how are we looking for next turn for supply? Much, much better. You're a little bit exposed. In fact, you're very exposed. I'm not sure if there's too much I might be able to do about that. Let's continue to bomb out this guy. Although we do have tanks to contend with as well. It's never fun. And you bomb out that guy as well. Okay. I don't know if you can move 5 of 6, right? You should be able to get back into the city. If you can't, we kind of just give them a city. Although we could move this guard over and shuffle our front a little bit. I think it's worth it to kill them off. Again, just keep the damage going and we can get back in. Beautiful. You are in just the most god-awful place and you shouldn't be fighting in your current strength. Let's put you back here. Now, yeah, the question is, do I want an HQ to kind of support these guys? There is a town here. It's giving me hardly any supply, though. So again, it might be worth it to fall back a little bit. And then they have to push forward into their poor supply. Yeah. This is going up to 9. What will I cap out with? It doesn't say necessarily. Okay, let's do... I think we're going to do a little bit of retreating here. Again, we'll give them a town, but its supply's not great. So that should be okay. Over here, you're doing your best to kind of keep people in supply. I'd like to get you more central for this group. And yeah, I think I will free up you to come down and be our HQ over here. Good. Do I have to worry about partisans anywhere? Just up there, but I don't really control that, so that's fine. Right, 4 to 1 is good. 6 to 2 is probably even better. Hard to say no. So actually, we might be able to clear out a little pocket here, because unless they have a wave of troops coming in behind, you find they're in a little bit of a difficult situation. Ah, 4 to 1, 4 to 1 is nice. Let's move you down here. 3-0 I'll take. So has everyone used their strike? Yes, yes, I think it's just you. Probably can't do much about it. Your supply is not great, so I'm going to actually hit this guy just because he was experienced and is in terrible supply. And then we will move one back and say, hey, come on forward if you think you're hard enough. Oh, you're too damaged to do anything. Let's get you healed up. Be back at 10. Okay. This is going... That one's going okay. Yeah, we'll get you healed up because we can. Definitely a little bit patchy over here. And it's always sad to have to give up a little bit of ground. Okay, it's fine. If they come and kill this garrison, that's kind of a price I'm willing to pay. You're kind of just protecting that gun. But these guys, can they really get there? Maybe I'll move you here. Oh, there's a town there I was protecting. Nah, it's fine. We're going to give up that town. Okay, I'll move you on north. Hopefully they'll concentrate on taking the towns, and that'll buy me time to set up this better line for we can hopefully use to punish them as the general plan. The other thing, which I didn't talk about, it's June 1938. This thing runs from 1937 to 1941. It's a long scenario, actually. I didn't truly appreciate that. And indeed, actually, my research, which I moaned about a lot, is fine. It's going to pay for itself, okay? Yes, I badly did the units, but actually research was okay. Arguably, the spend of points at that time wasn't that sensible, nor was the bribe we took, and we probably should have done more amphibious landing over here really early on before China really got a force grouping to try and have pushed the front line back from, you know, one tile from Shanghai to protect our supply and to open the port. And then I think we would have been okay. We could have got HQ in here, got some more troops. We would have had a much more fighting chance. But you live and you learn. Okay, so you're just on intercept. You guys are both doing intercept stuff. That's okay. We will give up a few towns, which, you know, actually will reduce our income slightly, but needs must until we even this out a bit. So we're now at 58 versus 35, which is, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. Always a question of, do I want to purchase some more units? Or actually, do I want to try and do a little bit of research? I think we need to do... get half price cavalry division. So for anyone unfamiliar, if it's been destroyed, you get this star. It's half price. Well, that's not quite true. It's cheaper. That's not quite half price, but it is cheaper. Yeah, okay, I can get some of you guys, but you're not really. You're not really of much use. Cavalry is useful. But honestly, I think I don't want a brigade at the minute. I think I just want to get on a division on the go. Please. Which will take most of my money. But that's okay. How are we doing production? We are in June. Okay, we've got one in all. Ooh. Steady on. One in August and one in September. Okay, that's not phenomenal. I will need to keep picking up units for a little bit. But this is okay, he says, and then gets smashed. Are we happy with everything else? I'm not really happy with you, to be honest. So if I'm not happy with you, why keep you there? Let's not sacrifice you. We'll give them the mountains. And we'll bring in our HQ and we'll hold another line kind of just south of the railway here. Well, we'll end up standing in the mountains, but that's okay. They'll have a little bit better supply because of Hain Tai, but I think on a strength of 6, with terrible morale, terrible readiness, he's just going to get destroyed by the forces that are here. In fact, even this 8 might go. But it is war. We will have to take some kind of casualties. Okay. Anything else to do? I've got you all the way down here. What does it cost to get you on a transport? 18. Beautiful. Do that. And you can get all the way here as long as there's no boats. I don't know that there's no boats, but I think all the naval forces went down this way. So on the basis that I'm going to absolutely risk it, in fact, let's get you out of the port. And we'll try and get this person into port. And dropped off. There we go. Cool. They are a brigade as well. Okay, that actually helps things a little bit. Help fighting the delaying action and getting our forces set up. Très bien. And then we'll have to push them back a little bit once we've got a bit more parity. I say that, I don't know what kind of units they're going to keep churning out. But I think we did... obviously it won't show for this turn. But I did feel like we did our job this turn in terms of... Oh, it does show. Excellent. Look at that. That was another very expensive turn for them. Good. That's what we need to keep doing. And obviously killing stuff should help our national morale as well, or at the very least hurt theirs. Oh, look, there's some gaps at 97. Okay, that's a really long first turn. Let's go. Long range aircraft. Oops, super. Doesn't really help us. Okay, we're almost 200 MPP. They're moving in as expected. This is perfectly okay. Reinforce that. Terrible idea. Because their readiness and morale will be in the toilet because they've just been attacked. Okay, that's 2 damage then. That's nice to see. We should... Oh, that's not though. Might need to run away with my ships. Oh, they're actually pushing surprisingly hard there. Okay. You can fall back. That's manageable. Hello, tanks. I will try and kill you if I can. Ah, now they have brought an army, which does... sorry, an HQ, which also changes things a little bit, because that will give them better supply. Oh, that's annoying. But fine. Okay, that wasn't a terrible turn by any stretch of the imagination. So I suspect we're going to get good results here. Oh, that's 0 to 5 as well. I'm going to take you because I have more forces essentially ready to strike you. Let's bring you up here and we'll kill you off. Oh, cheeky. That's fine. Well, I forgot that was a town. You're only on a 7. Let's move our 9 into town. We'll put you here. I'll bring my HQ over there. Should hopefully fill everyone full of lovely juicy supply next turn. Indeed they do. And we will reinforce you and you to keep that kind of support going. Good. Killed an army. Feel better about life. You can get all the way up to 10, which I like. You need to fall back to there. But again, your supply should be fine. Your morale's bad, though. Okay, we will bring you over here to support. Okay. You know, they haven't pushed actually as far forward as I was expecting in one turn, and I can probably hurt you relatively easily, because you look like you've got terrible everything. Okay. Do I want to move in the kill for you? Probably. So let's just do that. Oh, defensive it. Fine. Okay, national morale bonus. It's what we want, and then you can go back. Okay, so they've started garrisoning, which actually kind of helps us. Right, let's get you guys a bit better health. Yeah, where am I going to situate you? Again, your supply morale is garbage. So your supply should be... so he probably wasn't giving supply benefits because he'd been beaten up a little bit, but we should get that next turn. I guess 6 next turn. Okay, let's put you over here. Okay, you guys are going to come help support the front. Everyone's starting to feel better about life over here. I would like to inflict some damage. Oh, this is a tough choice. Let's hit the tanks. Because I think killing them off would be super good. Nice. Okay. I have a new army there. These guys look a little frightening. Let's hold the line. Okay. Supply should still be fine. And that 5's a little bit disappointing. If I move to this airfield, does it improve it? It does. Okay, so we'll sit in the airfield. Again, we've got a little bit of a hole in our line, which hopefully this gentleman will protect when he's healed up. And then... you're a bit beat up, so let's pull you back. Okay. Seems to be going fine. Bomb some people. Tempted to weaken this attack here. I will do. And then, yeah, we'll just take one of them, it's fine. Anywhere I can inflict damage for free, I will absolutely do that. That's not what the grass I want. And again, are we managing to do the thing? Nah, not as much this time. Okay. Which is fine, because we didn't get to attack a lot of people over here, because they pull back. So we may need to go... If they don't come into my super sexy trap, I will take a 3-1, actually. Then I may need to obviously go on defensive, but we're also spending a bit of time getting people healed up as well. And I do expect them to kind of pressure up a line here. Okay. I think that's us. Quiet turn. Yeah, this is probably going to hurt because they're an experienced unit. So we took 3, they took 2. That's not great. Oh, that's an annoying gap they've come into. It's going to probably be very expensive for us if they attack us. They didn't. Okay, good. So yeah, priority to kill this guy off. Interesting that they're running away. Okay, this is good. Malaria can be our friend. There's quite a lot of units concentrated down here. Okie dokie. Japan shifts forces to Lake Kanza on the Manchukuo-USSR border. MPP lost. Just what I needed. So it's interesting that they're actually pulling back, because that, you know, makes my life more difficult. But we can absolutely take out this guy. Actually, before I do anything further, you are going to come and stand here. Can get a 4-1. Let's take it. Beautiful. So that was an army group we just destroyed, which, as you can imagine, ain't cheap. It's interesting, they are almost saying, hey, come at us. I really thought they'd push much harder with this force, which they kind of haven't done. Okay, we'll get you up to 10. Okay, supply next turn is much better. Bring RHQ right here, so I should be. You guys should still be fine next turn, and indeed you are. I don't know what to do with it. This tank's not in a great spot, but let's get you fully healed up. I don't like that they're being defensive. And I'll absolutely take a 0-5. Problem is I obviously have to defend this flank, so the further I spread out, the more difficult it's going to be for me. But I think the name of the game is definitely killing units. we'll give you a top up. Okay. These guys aren't really worth much, but you know, why not? Oh, interceptors. We do have escorts, so damage for everyone. Didn't even inflict any damage on them. That is rude. Let's get you healed up. Okay, and I'm a little bit unsure about what to do with these troops over here, because again, supply is kind of rubbish. Can get this up to 6 if I sit on it with my new upgraded HQ, which might not be terrible. Came down here, I just wanted to see what was there. Surprisingly little. Alright, well, let's hold this. Alright, well, we may go take some of this stuff back. They're just going to stand there. Got a very small amount of points left. You have not used your strike. I mean, you could move in and hit this guy, but it's probably not really worth it. I'll take a 0 to 1 though. It's free, although probably should have healed you up, but hey ho. Okay. Your morale's improving. This is good. All is well-ish with the world. Okay, I am going to pick up these half price, one half price brigades, just again in case I need to do some garrisoning. Alright, let's see how this goes. 100 MPP, brutal. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, it wasn't that good, to be honest. That's annoying. The role of Emperor Hirohito before the war remains a subject of debate among historians. Evidence suggests a complex dynamic. While Hirohito was technically Japan's supreme authority under the merged constitution, his actual influence fluctuated between that of a figurehead and an active participant. Historians largely agree that he was neither a powerless puppet nor an all-powerful autocrat. Hirohito's actions or inactions enabled the militarists to dominate Japan's policies. He was cautious, preferring to avoid direct confrontation or overt leadership, a stance shaped in part by his experience during the Hangwangtung, definitely said that wrong, incident earlier in his reign. Okay. More troops. Yes, please. You're going to get bored of me looking at graphs. Right, we're up to 36. They're back up to 54. Cheesy greasy. Where did that spike come from? Oh, was that us killing the army group? That's probably us killing the army group. Cool. This is good. How are we doing? This is good. Okay, see, it's going okay. It's going okay. Am I saying that to reassure myself or to you guys? I don't know. Alright, again, they haven't hung back. They've finally come forward. I can get a reasonable result here, but I probably don't have enough strength to maybe completely push them back. But I mean, you absolutely need to run away. Well, you might as well shoot them for fun. And then run away. There will be interceptors, but I also have... So, let's go for this. Oh, no interceptors. Oh, no, because they were bombers. I wonder if I can... Can I not see the coast? Can you see the coast when you go places? I think you have vision, do you not? Hello! Okay. Let's attack their bombers. Can I do more to attack their bombers? Oh, you're not in range. I'm going to bring you over here to see if we can't put a little bit of pressure on their bomber force. Can you attack them? 1-to-1. That's not the numbers we like. Okay. This is handy vision, though. Okay. I just keep saying, okay, something will happen. Your supply is 4 here, so I could, if I put you on it, can you get there? No. You come down to here, supply next turn will be 6s, 5s, 4s. Not great. Maybe not terrible. I'm going to take the 4-to-1. Oh, I got a 5 and a runaway. Can you get there? Oh, kill him. Okay, that was good. Worth extending myself. As is probably this. Okay. Because that's, as I moan about all the time, really expensive to fix. Now, I've definitely overextended myself here. I don't know where the troops have gone. But there's definitely some interesting possibilities we now have. Okay, I'll absolutely take that. Can we finish off with a horse? We can. Okay, so there's a little bit more troops around here. I've left you on the front. Let's swap you for... just this guy. I'm not so worried if he gets a little bit beat up. I'll move you down there. Okay. This little feint, probably much further than I needed to feint, but I think that's gone quite well. We can do a lot of monetary damage to them over here, which pleases me. Monetary damage pleases me. Now, I suspect you're going to have a terrible time here, yeah, because you're a tank in the mountains. But we'll bring you probably round into this group. Now, I do have to watch out because I've left you guys yet a bit precarious. So I don't have the supply to push east at the minute. I think maybe we'll try and dislodge this group here. I can move only really one other in. 3, 4, 5. That's only going to give me an 8. So I used you over there. I can maybe bomb you with this guy. Let's try it. Okay. Not going to do damage, but might weaken them a little bit. Oh, I have you as well. Okay, I think we've got enough to get this job done. 4-to-1 is absolutely okay. 5-to-1 off a brigade. Ah, oh, beautiful. And I'm going to do this, I think. Good. We've drawn them back, invited them in. And in fact, let's do this. So next turn, we'll probably have to hold for a turn because our supply's poop, but it's not the worst in the world. You come here and support this. You are doing a whole bunch of very little. I think I'm going to want you over here to support this bit, but not yet. Okie dokie. The best bit about pushing over here is because we don't really get an extra flank because of this stuff. So we can hopefully, you know, threaten Nanking at some point. But I'm getting very much ahead of myself. Right, 0 to 2, I'll take that. We will shuffle around. That's not as good. We may not have the oomph here to get the job done. Ah, we do. Excellent. Okay, I will stand on that. So next turn, obviously, their supply is poor. I'm going to move you over here a little bit. I'm going to bring you down this way. I want my HQ to sit here, but I can't. Okay. Okay, let's bring you here for a turn. Let's bring you down here for a turn. I mean, they... Yeah, okay, let's put you on top of the capital so they can't ninja it. Do I want to make you an 11? Is it worth it for artillery? I don't actually know this question, whether that makes them hit harder, but for 22 points, let's risk it for biscuit. You guys seem happier with life. But not enough to do any real damage, but that's okay. I can get behind a stalemate. Here, supply is fantastic. I think we're just going to go, ooh, you're a little bit tougher, okay? Probably because you've got an HQ. Now 3 to 2 is not quite the odds we want. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can probably get the kill. Let's do it. That's even numbers. That's a bad start. Okay, that's 2 to 1. That's much better. So we've taken 3 damage. Okay, so we took 3 damage and killed a 10. And more importantly, we got a smack down, shall we say, on their HQ, and we'll keep hitting it. Because, yeah, expensive for them to replace. I like them. I like things being expensive. Good. I need to bring one of you down here to hold this position. Although, actually, as we push south, I can get the guy off the Zhao to hold Qingxin. But we have this big flank we need to keep open because we haven't cleared out all this stuff. And nor are we going to. I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy looking at these every single turn, but I like it. So we're up to 36, they're down to 49. I feel better about that. Ha 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 ha! I feel much better about that. Okay. This is good. I think last time I probably just overran my supply a bit without being cautious enough. I think part of those big hits will be the whacks to HQs because they are super expensive. But HQs are super useful, so, you know, makes sense. We've got 100 MPP left. We could, I think we can't get them with the weapons, but we could get a division. I'm tempted to throw 100 into research to help us towards the end of the game. It's August 38. We've still got till December 41, so 3 more years. I would like to get better infantry weapons. Maybe that's where we throw this 100. Okay, let's do that. Keep our technological edge. Oh, we still lose that 100 though. That's upsetting. I wish that would go away. Okay, I ran away with that HQ, which is fair enough, but would have loved the kill. At least I know it's going to cost them a huge bunch to try and fix. And with that, we'll draw this episode to a close. I definitely feel like we've stabilised our position in northern China, starting to inflict some serious losses on the Chinese forces, and even regained the battlefield initiative and are pushing forward again. So all in all, I think quite a nice little turnaround with the first episode, and hopefully we can continue to push and continue to hurt the Chinese as we head into the next one. So see you then. Cheerio.